Okay, until the last class we have completed until these functions. Any doubts here? Okay, we'll see the calculate table once again. On the day we have seen the calculate table. What we have done is from the overall critical orders table, we are fetching the information only region Ontario. Now from the overall orders table, we are taking the information wherever we have Ontario region. That is what we calculated the calculate table. Calculate table returns new table. We'll create new table from this one based on the filters which we have provided. First we have taken the whole thing and later I have applied the filter. You can apply multiple filters based on your logic. For example, in this case, we have taken only the Ontario region, right? Think that I want the information apart from Ontario. Then you can use not operator. This is the not operator symbol. Then what it will do is, it will exclude Ontario region from the whole critical orders table and it will give all the records. Now we have 337, right? Now we'll get the information apart from this 337, you will get all the rows. And we'll see one more example also based on the date condition. Like for example, now in the overall orders, I want the information only last 7 days, which we have here. Now here we have the information like the overall these 4 years, right? Now for example, if I want to have the last 7 days from today, then directly I can take the date as from today. But I don't want from today, because when I take from from today to last 7 days, as the data is ending in 2012 itself, you will not get any information. For that, what we will do, we will take the maximum date here, and from that date itself we will take only the last 7 days to here itself. I think we already created a formula earlier, like for the calculating last 7 days. This one, right? The same logic. This one here you are not able to see the DAX function because this DAX function is not not written in this table. This DAX function is written in the critical orders table. Now if you see this function here, right? If you want to have the last 7 days, in the calculate table itself, you can write the same function. Otherwise, anyway, we have this column, right? Directly you can apply the filter also when we have created. You can do like that. Now we have already this column. So instead of creating again this logic in the critical order, the new table which we are creating, directly we can apply the logic on this table. Now here what we are taking earlier, earlier we are taking apart from Ontario region, we are taking all the orders. Now my requirement is in all the orders, I want to have only the last 7 days. That means I need to apply one more filter. Same I am taking critical orders table. Comma, the column which we created, days range something. Days range is equal to, we need to pass the text, right? Like earlier we have created less than 7 days, something like that. It should be exactly match, then only you will get the result. Now here overall, now 1270 rows is there. In that, when we are filtering this information, you should get only few records which are only for the last 7 days. If the text is exactly matching, then only you will get it. We'll see. I think there is spelling mistake here. We'll see the logic once again. Okay, here we have taken less than 30 days only. Okay, there we have taken only the 7 days, right? So it is coming like that. We will take the last 30 days. Then from this table, you can filter out this information. Normally, we will use the scenarios in the real time when you are working with multiple data ranges. When you want to build the dashboard for last 30 days, last 7 days, last 90 days in new different sheets, then we will go for this one instead of that. Now you can see the information here. Earlier we have around 1270 rows overall. But when we take the last 30 days, right, based on this date range, you will have only the 31 rows. Any doubts here? Now we'll see one more thing. Earlier, thing that we have built the dashboard completely. Now my requirement is I want to add, I want to see, now here in the priority, we are taking only the critical orders, right? If I want to see the more information also, because from the data source itself, we have taken only the critical date. Now, for example, if you want to do this whole calculation again for that one, instead of doing that, right, directly we will go to the Power Query editor. We will load up the remaining priorities also. Directly we will append to this table so that all the information will be appended here, and all the columns which we have created here, right, automatically it will create for that also, because we are appending the information in directly Power Query editor itself. That means before calculating these all the columns, you will get the information. We'll see that. Any doubts so far? Just what we are doing is in the real time scenarios also, when we got this requirement, right? For example, if I have done the whole dashboard like until this one, now later few more different categories also comes in. Then instead of doing the report completely building again, directly we will append the information here itself. Now we have only the priority critical here, right? Now I am loading the remaining data also, which we have taken earlier. Now here in the I have this one and this one. Now let me load this information. Now if you see in here, we have 15 columns in the high and 15 columns even here also. In the critical orders also we have 15 columns. What we can do is, now we have created all the calculations and measures in the critical orders table, right? Now these two tables also you can append directly into the critical orders table. Now I am taking the append. Now the base one is critical orders. Into that I want to take high and priority. Then you'll, now the append step is created, right? Now if you see in the priority here, you will have all the priorities. See, now we have everything, right? Now the one which we seen earlier when we are discussing about the Power Query editor, what we have done, when we have appended this complete information here, we may not need to load these two tables again. Directly we are disabling this one. Now you can do close and apply. Then you will get the proper information. Now the overall critical orders is 1607. Once the data is loaded for all the priorities, you will have many number of. And from that also, because here we have created the table, right, automatically this table will also get updated. Earlier we have around 37 records, right? Now you can see the information, it will increase here. Now see, now we have 148 rows for all the priorities, the last 30 days information. Any doubts here? Normally here we have calculated the earlier column, right? So we are using like this. Otherwise, directly the data diff function which we have written in that new column, right? Directly we will apply logic in the calculate table itself. Okay, let's see one more function. The next function is summarize. We have discussed the group by, right, when we are doing in the Power Query editor. Like when we have taken any information, it will for example the priority. If I have taken priority group by, the same thing logic will work for the SQL also. That means what it will do is it will remove all the duplicates, it will show up only the distinct one. And for that, for example, if I have taken the quantity, that means what it will do is wherever we have low, it will automatically accumulate to the value for low not specified, like that. It will segregate the value based on the priority type, and it will give the overall value. The function, when we are doing the group by in the Power Query editor, the same logic has happened, right? Even here also the same thing will work when we have used the summarize function. Summarize function will work for new tables, like the same thing we have done the calculate table, right? It has created new table. Even the summarize function also will create new tables. Any doubts? Now, in the calculate table, what it is it is giving me the overall columns where whatever I have used it. But in the summarize, right, you can specify the columns on which group by used to happen, and you can take the required number of columns also instead of loading all the columns. Here I am taking just summary table. See, summarize. Summarize, it is asking me to enter the first table name. The same syntax in the calculate also, right? First we need to provide the table information from where we need to filter out. I am taking the critical orders table. Now here we need to group by our column name. The same thing in the Power Query, right? We need to select the particular column to group by. I am taking the column is priority. Next, I want to have the information. I am giving the priority column just sum of, I want to have the quantity, right? Now the expression is I want to have the quantity. See, now we are getting the information only one column, that is priority information. Like this, you can create many number of group bys also. Now we have taken only one column, so it is giving me the result. For example, think that for each priority, I want to see the information based on the region level also. Then directly what you can do is you can give one more group by here. I am taking region. Now if you see in here, it will split the information for each priority, different types of regions. Now you can see the information. Now let me exclude blanks here now. Now in this table also, you can filter out multiple information. For example, now we have taken this whole information, right? Now my requirement is I want to exclude the blanks. Now here just I am removing, but not when I am loading the table itself. If I want to exclude the blanks itself, then what you can do is directly you can create it. We need to use calculate function, and then you can filter out the information. Now from this table, calculate table, and I am getting this overall information, right? From this one, I want to filter out the blanks which we are loading in the priority, right? I want to exclude that. Now I will take the critical orders table, priority, is not equal to, I don't know whether it is blank or null. Just we will take the null case, otherwise we will see the blank. See, now the nulls has been removed. Now we have the overall information. In this way, we can do the calculate summarize table. In summarize will just work as a group by, and the calculate table which we have used is now we need to filter out the information. Any doubts? The calculate table or summarize table. Normally, these two functions will use it to create new tables, but calculate will work only for the filters. Now, it will not do like the group by operation. Just when we have passed the calculate table, it will give us the overall result in all the now when you seen here, right? The Ontario orders. Whatever the columns we have in the critical orders table, the columns are came. But in the summarize table, when what we have provided the information, right? Only that columns will fetch here. Okay. Okay. Now these two are the time intelligence functions. Okay. Think that now we are in the February 2022. Now my requirement is I want to see the information same period last year. That means I want to see the information 2021 February sales. Then we will use this function same period last year function. Now let me take one example here. I am taking first the filters based on the order date. Now here I am taking only I am taking here itself. Okay, now I am taking the information matrix order date. I want to see the quantity. Now if you see the information here, now when I see the information here, for example, when I have filtered out for 2010, it is giving me the overall result for 2010, and when I click the 2011, it is giving me the result. Now my requirement is when I have selected the information for 2011, it will show up the value for 2010 also here itself in the new column. This is the 2011 column. Now we will create one more column by using the same period last year function, and we need to see the information for this particular year end period. We need to see the previous year information. Then we will use the same period last year function. Okay, we'll see that. I am taking just PY sales, that means previous year sales. Calculate sum of sales. Now if you see the same period last year function, now returns a set of dates in the current selection from the previous year. Based on the dates which you have provided, now I am taking here the order date. Now PY sales, right? One second, why it is coming like this? Okay, here I have taken the quantity and I have written for sales, right? Let me take the sales only here also. See, now this one is 20. Yeah, I'm getting exactly the same. One second. Same period last year. This is correct only. I have taken even here also the order date itself. Calculate sum of sales. Mm. Oh, sorry. Here I need to provide the critical orders table. I have taken from the Ontario table which we have generated. I think it should come now. Now, if you see the information, when we have selected for 2010, this is the 2010 sales. Then this is the result we are getting for 2009 sales. Just we will take, just I am taking one more table. I will show you clearly. I will use the edit interaction. Now for this one. Now what I will do is I will make the edit interaction. This will discuss later. This will be most useful. Now if you see the information, now when I am selecting, sorry, this should work. One second. Now when I am selecting the 2010 sales, right, it is giving me. Now when I am selecting here 2010, just I am here I am excluding this filter, then it will not change. Now think that when we are in 2010, right, these two tables are same, but this value, this previous sales value is coming from 2009. But when we go to 2011, right, this is the 2011 sales. If you want to cross check it, this will become as the 2010 sales. If you want to compare here itself, we have taken only 2010, right, because we have filtered out for information for only 2010. One second. This is how normally we will work on the calculate table and summarize table. Both of them are same functions. It will end result will provide in the new tables only, but the most difference is when we are want to filter out any information, we will go for the calculate table. When we want to have the information based on the particular only the few columns. Now when we see the critical orders here, right, Ontario orders, you are getting all the table, all the columns, but in the summarized table, when we have whatever the columns we are providing in the summary, right, the group by, only you will get that columns. That is the most difference, and you can filter out the information by using the calculate table. You cannot do the same thing by summarized table. Any doubts here?
So Nagendra, this is the only one way doing filter and all things, because this process is lengthy little bit. So I mean, is
No,
there any other way?
then you can directly after, if you want to do as a separate tables, then you can directly do the same thing in the Power Query editor itself. Then what you can do, you can directly create this column. Now here we have the original table. Now we have here the separate tables, right? Now that you can do the same thing in the Power Query editor. You will have one primary table and you can create one more duplicate. In that you can do the group by operation and you can filter the values also. See, now this is the done, right? Now we'll do the same thing, this one, by using the Power Query editor. See, now what I am doing here, I am duplicating this. I am taking as just the summary. Now first thing what I have done is I have done the group by based on priority and region, and I have taken the 1 second. Now until now we have this information. Now my requirement is I want to filter out. I want to do first the group by, right, based on priority column and region column, which we have done by using the summary. Now I am doing the same thing here, group by. Now I want to have two group bys. First I am taking based on the priority, and one more is based on the region, and here I am taking sum of quantity. There we have provided the column name, right, in the quotations. That is what I am doing here. Now here I want to have sum, and here I want to have the sum of quantity. Now you can see the information which we have done the same thing, right? Now later what we have done, by using the calculate table, we have excluded the null values from the priority. You can do the same thing here itself. See, the logic which we have done in the Power BI, right, this one, the same thing we have done by using the Power Query editor also. Now if you do the close and apply, you will get the same information in the summary table. Understood?
So we can use both. I mean, both way we can
Yes,
go.
yes, yeah, we can go by both ways. Normally, when we are in the CASA one, right, for ops KPI dashboard, I think when we are getting the information from the dispatch track, and we have different Google sheets, right? Then what we have done all the steps and everything in one of the sheet, and later we have done the information for last 7 days into one table, last 8 weeks into one table, last month, because there we want to show the information for each table. Here we need to show by daily, here we need to show by weekly, here we need to show by monthly. Then when we are taking the information from the direct table itself, for every time you need to create all the measures for last 7 days, last 30 days. Then what we have done is, first we have created individually all these three tables, and we have designed all the columns individually, and we have used it like that. You can go. Understood?
Yeah, yeah. Understood.
Okay, now the next thing is about the same period last year function. Yeah, I already created the one also. Let me show you. I didn't identify. Now itself I have created. If you see the example here. Now same period last year function, what it will do is, when we are now we are in the 2010 year. Now we have these sales are belongs to 2010. Now this previous year sales which I created the measure, right, previous sales. This is the function calculate sum of sales I am taking. Now I want to see the, based on my selection, I want to see the previous year sales. Now you can go for the same period last year function. Okay, same period last year function, it will we'll see the syntax. See, it is asking me only the parameter we need to pass is dates column. Inside that, returns a set of dates in the current selection from the previous year. Now, for example, if I have selected for 2010, it will give me the value for 2009. Now, I am providing the same order date function, order date column. Now if you see the information here, this the same one which I already created, right? Now here my sales is this one. The sales column is showing me the result. Oh, sorry, here I have taken Ontario orders. We should go with the critical orders. Now what you will get is when you have selected the 2010 sales, this is the 2010 sales. The previous year column is showing me the information for the same period last year. That means here we are getting the information 2009 sales. Now January 2010 sales is this much, January 2009 sales is this much. You will get the information like this. For example, if you want to compare here, now here I have taken 2010 sales. This will be constant. I have done the constant thing. Now if you come to 2011 here, if you want to cross check, now this is the 2011 sales. Now the January 2011 2011 sales is 251467. For this, if you want to see the information from 2010, 336526. Now you can see the same value here itself. This is how the same period last year function will give the result. Understood?
Yes.
Now, here we don't have direct function, but you can do in the different logic. I will tell you that later. Recently, I got the requirement. Now, what happened? For example, now I am in 2021 or 2022 February, right? When I have used that one, what it will give me? Now I am in only the 21st date. When I have seen that information, when I have taken the previous year, last year, right, what it will give me? It will give me the overall result for that particular month, like from 2021 February, the whole month. But my requirement is now I am seeing the information until 21st, whatever the information which we have. The today's date is 21st, right? Now I want to see the overall information like the last year information only until 21st. Then directly this function will not work. Then you should do some alternate function. Directly we don't have that functions. You need to work on around on that, and you can get the information only to the particular date. Recently I have done that one scenario. I will show you that tomorrow. I will take that DAX function and I will explain you that. Directly we don't have that function. Okay. Now we'll see the information like the parallel period. Parallel period, it means based on the interval which we have provided. Now here we are just passing the parameter only the dates. Based on the dates which we have provided, it will give me the result like from the previous years. Now parallel period with we should provide the interval. For example, if I want to see the parallel month or the parallel year, we should provide the different logic. Now let me take this one only to the new page. I am taking the same thing slicer here. Now let me take only year here. Now I am taking one more matrix. Here I am taking year and month. I want to see the sales. This is the overall sales until now which I have taken. Now let me take here I am taking this one as the drop down. Now here I will create one measure for same period, parallel period. That means whatever the current period which we have given, now we are in the February, right? It will give me the result for previous month. Say like parallel period, something like I am giving. Calculate sum of sales, critical order sales only, comma, now parallel period. Now if you see the function returns a parallel period of dates by the given set of dates and the specified interval. Here we need to provide the interval. First I am providing the overall dates column. Here we should not take the Ontario orders, we should take the critical orders dates. Critical orders order dates, comma, number of intervals is I want to see the -1 interval that on the previous. Here I should take the interval like I want to see the month or year or quarter. First thing I am taking the month here. Now let me drag that function. Now let me take any of the month and I want to expand based on the month information. One second, it is giving me the previous critical orders order date -1 month only. One second. Okay, now you got the information, right? Now when I have taken -1 month, what it is giving me? Now when I am seeing the February sales here, this is the 21 sales for February. If you want to see the same January sales, you are getting parallel period, right? Now this sales, January sales for 2010 is giving me the result here. This is how the parallel period will work. Understood? Now for example, if you are in the June month, you are seeing the information here, the parallel period is previous month, right? So you are getting the information is June sales here. Any doubts? This is how the parallel period will work. For example, now here we have taken the previous month. You can take the based on the previous year also. Now see, previous year in the sense what happened, it is the value it is providing, because here we are not taking based on the month level, so it is giving me the overall result. This is how the parallel period will also work. When we have taken the previous year value, right, for each month it will give the previous year total itself. Understood? For this only, normally when we want to take the previous month's information, then we will use the parallel period. If you want to see the information for overall like the sales and everything, then we will go for the same period last year function. Understood? Any doubts?
Yes, and again, here in formula, there is a -1. So if we have, for example, 5-year data, so we
Okay.
can use -2, -3,
Yes, yes,
-5.
yeah. Now here I am taking, let me take. Now here I will first select the 2012 information. Now if you want to see the information, now this value is for 2011, right? Now if you want to see the 2010, right, directly you can use the -2. Then in the parallel period you will get the information for 2010 itself. See,
Okay.
normally in the mostly cases we will not use this function with the year, just we will use the, like if I want to see the parallel information for the previous month, then normally we will go with this function only. -1, we will use the month only, the parameter, then only normally you will use a parallel period for this only. Now you will get the information when you are seeing the February sales, right? You can compare with the previous year previous month January sales, then You now see here, when we are in the February, the overall sales is 276. This is for 2012. If you want to see the information previous month, then you will use this one, 340 626. This is the value you are getting, right? Like this you will use it. Normally we will not use in the real time scenarios, we will not go for the months, years, because you will get the overall year, the single value itself. In that cases, if you want to see the previous year sales, the same function which we seen earlier, right? Same period last year function, that we will use the function.
క్వార్టర్ కూడా యూజ్ చేస్తారా?
మన క్వార్టర్ కోడ్ యూజ్ చేయొచ్చు. అప్పుడు ఏంటంటే 3 మంత్స్కి సేమ్ వాల్యూ వస్తుంది. రియల్ టైమ్ సినారియోస్లో అయితే మనం ఎప్పుడైనా, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు మంత్ ఆన్ మంత్ తీసుకున్నాం కదా వాల్యూస్, అదే క్వార్టర్ టు క్వార్టర్ తీసుకున్నప్పుడు మనం క్వార్టర్ కూడా యూజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అప్పుడు మనకు క్లియర్గా ఒకసారి అది కూడా చూద్దాము. Now I have updated the formula as quarter. Now see the information for these 3 quarters, these are belongs to single quarter, right? Then you are getting the information. Let me pull the quarter also to axis. Let me remove month. Now see Q1 Q2. Now comparing this quarter with the previous quarter. Understood? Like earlier what we have taken, we have seen month over month, right? Comparing with current month versus previous month. Now here the information is current quarter versus previous quarter.
ఓకే.
Okay, any doubts in these functions? We'll have the most used function is this floor and ceiling will also work as round up and round down only, like the rounding the decimals, right? This is how. This is the most used function, lookup value. When we are using in the Excel, we have, when we are doing the Excel, right? Any information, we will use the VLOOKUP function. That is the most used function in Excel. Even in the Power BI also, when you want to fetch out the information from another table, you will use the VLOOKUP lookup value. But here, instead of using that also, we can use by using the relationships, or we can do the merge queries, what we have done in the Power Query. That means we are fetching the information from another table, right? That is how it will work. And the same logic you can solve when there is relationship between the two tables. Then you can use related function also instead of lookup value. When there is no relationship between two of the tables, then we will use the lookup value function. Let me take first example in the Excel. Think that I am taking just the random numbers here, like any text or something like. Okay, let us take this only. For this itself, I am taking the random numbers. I am taking the numbers. Okay, now think that I have these many, and in those who knows already VLOOKUP formula, that is the same thing. Now here I am taking just one more example. Now I want to see the value whatever we have for the selected value. The selected value result is, now we have this overall here, and I want to fetch only this information like the 38 based on my mapping here from selected value calendar. Now I need to get the information. Directly I will use the VLOOKUP function, right? What it will do, it will search based on the key and based on the range, and we need to select the particular column here. Just I am taking one example here. Comma 2 comma 0. Now if you see the value for selected value is 31, right? This is how the VLOOKUP function will work. Now if you drag this for the whole thing, you will get the value. This is the overall value. Calculate table is the value is 43. So you are getting this information. Like in the Power BI also, we have the same lookup value. VLOOKUP is called lookup value in Power BI. You will get the information from another table. Let me take one just small example here. Now in the critical orders, we have the product ID, right? Here we have the product ID. We don't have the product name here. Normally in the Power Query, we can use the same thing by merge queries and we can fetch the information, right? Now my requirement is in the by using the DAX function, I need to fetch the information. Here we have the product ID, and in the products table also we have the product ID and we have the product name. Then you can use the VLOOKUP function, lookup value function, and you can fetch the name. What we have done in the merge queries, right? We have selected the matching columns. Then by using the left join or right join, we have fetched out the information. Now let me do the VLOOKUP here. When we don't have a relationship between the two tables, then normally we will use it. Otherwise, when we have the relationship, right, then we will not use like this. I want to have the product name here, lookup value. See, it is first asking me the result column name. That means whatever the information I want to get it. Now my requirement is I want to have the product name from the products table. Now I want to search with product table ID column. Now from this table also I want to provide the product ID column. Critical orders table, product ID column. Then it will give me the result for each of them. Whatever the product ID is available there, you will get the product names to here. Understood? Based on my product ID from the products table, I am getting the product name here. The same thing is done by VLOOKUP also in Excel. Any doubts?